YouTube viewers, it's Sincere Michael from School Productions, being my 299 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. Now, anyway, like always, let's get into this podcast topic. Now, the new Hey Arnold TV movie. Now, last week I done a podcast on about Nickelodeon bringing back old Nickelodeon cartoon series as new cartoon series on Nickelodeon. Now, like I said in this podcast, one of these cartoon series they're gonna bring back as a special one of the old cartoon series they're gonna start bringing back is Hey Arnold. First, they're gonna start off with a Hey Arnold movie that will answer any. Will answer and also be the conclusion of the final episode of the last Hey Arnold episode. Now, and if you guys are not familiar with Hey Arnold is a boy who lives in a boarding house with his grandpa and grandma in New York City. Now, Hey Arnold has a football head. Basically, he's a fourth grader, trying to, show his life of his friends and his family, etc., living in the big city. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the last episode of Hey Arnold, the last episode of Hey Arnold was called The Journal. It was a two-part episode, a two-part season finale, final season finale that answered the question, what happened to Arnold's parents. Now, it turns out in this two-part episode, turns out Arnold's parents were explorers. So basically, after they had Arnold, they start, explorers, seeking out people and civilizations and shit like that. So basically, after they had Arnold, they decided to, settle down and be a father and mother towards Arnold. But after talking to once again to travel to a village that they traveled once before, back before they had Arnold, they got lost and never seen again. Now, Arnold. In this episode, Arnold finds the parents' journal, and him and his grandpa start to read it, and Arnold gets the idea of what his parents were like and whatnot. Now, during the end of this two-part episode, Arnold found a map of the whereabouts of the village that their parents might be in. Now, we don't know for a fact that Arnold's parents didn't. All we know from this episode is, Arnold's parents got going back to the village and the civilization to do one last task. But they got lost. The plane kind of crashed down, and they were assumed lost or dead. So basically, Arnold had found the map of the village that he believes that his parents might still be alive in this village. Now with this new Hey Arnold TV what they're trying to do with this new Hey Arnold TV movie is finally answer the question of will be a conclusion from the journal to our episode. So basically, what I'm trying to say this Hey Arnold, this new TV Hey Arnold movie will be a final conclusion for the last Hey Arnold episode. So basically, it will finally answer the questions that the journal that a lot of Hey Arnold fans want to know. Is his parents still alive? Is his parents still alive? Confirm that their parents are still alive or not, and that Hey Arnold's parents are still alive. Now, as for when this Hey Arnold TV movie is going to air, Nickelodeon has not set a date when this Hey Arnold movie is going to air, but the creator of Hey Arnold is saying they are working on it. They're currently working on this Hey Arnold TV movie now. As for the voice cast, now as for the voice cast of Hey Arnold and the voice of Hey Arnold, now when Hey Arnold was on Nickelodeon, the cast were all kids except for the adults. Now, right, the voice actor who played Hey Arnold's grandpa actually is the voice who plays Homer Simpson from The Simpsons. Now, according to Dave who plays Homer Simpson, he has been approached to do the Hey Arnold movie, but it's not yet confirmed. Like he did say yes to do this Hey Arnold TV movie, and so is the voice actor who played Grandma has been posted to do this Hey Arnold movie, but they don't know when they're gonna start doing the voice recordings yet. Turns out they're still working on the final. Turns out the script is still in its final stages. Now, as for the voice of Hey Arnold, the voice of Hey Arnold is not going to play Arnold. It's not going to be playing Arnold in this new Hey Arnold movie. Now, turns out some of the regular voice actors who play Arnold and his friends will not be returning for the Hey Arnold movie, because over time, people voices change. So basically, it's most likely that they will have somebody else playing the voice of Hey Arnold in this new Hey Arnold TV movie. Now, according to the creator Greg Bennett, the creator of Hey Arnold, this Hey Arnold TV movie will answer a lot of questions about Arnold and his parents. About are they still alive, etc. A lot of the creator saying this TV movie will answer a lot of questions. But he did quote one question will not be answered is what is Arnold's last name? Now, throughout the Hey Arnold TV series, we never heard Arnold's last name. Everybody referred to Arnold as Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. So anyway, throughout the Hey Arnold TV series, we never heard Arnold's last name. So basically, that's what the creator pointed out, that it's unlikely that we will finally get the movie won't finally reveal Hey Arnold's last name. So basically, but it will answer the unanswered questions that the last Hey Arnold two-part episode left off. So basically, this movie, Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say, this will be a conclusion of the last take on a two-part episode, the journal. It will finally answer that it's Harlan's parents are alive or not. So basically, if the movie does well, there will be a take on the spin-offs. What held this Takis character called the Takis. So basically, if the Hey Arnold movie does what TV movie does well ratings, you might get a spin-off with Helga and her family. So anyway, this is just some latest information about this new Hey Arnold about this new Hey Arnold TV movie will finally answer, and we'll finally get some answers about Hey Arnold and his parents might be still alive or they're not still alive. So basically, what do you think? Are you Hey Arnold fans are excited for this new Hey Arnold TV movie? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. Now, like always, it's Cynthia Michael signing off. 1,